plan your technological development and conquer your foes. This is Sins of a Solar Empire 2. In the race for galactic supremacy, research and development are the heart and soul of your war machine. Both the economic power of your civilization and the strength of your military can be greatly enhanced by dedicated efforts towards advancing your technological know-how. In this episode, we're going to give a brief overview of how research works in Sins 2 using the mighty Advent Reborn faction, and then take a look at their research trees. This will help in analysing the tech trees of the other 5 factions as you come to them. Finally, we'll provide some advice on a possible build for 2 different game setup scenarios, with the aim of inspiring you to come up with your own interesting and exciting builds to suit your own preferred playstyle. Research is divided into 2 main fields, civilian and military, each featuring multiple trees focused on specific areas of development. Unlocking technologies requires constructing orbital labs, with separate civilian and military labs gaining access to progressively higher tiers, where the most powerful techs are found. Researching techs takes time, measured in seconds, but this can be accelerated by investing in research rate upgrades on your colonised worlds, as well as through other techs, ships, planetary items and more. With limited civilian orbital slots, expanding your research capability becomes a key driver to take more colonies, whether by claiming neutral worlds, engaging in diplomacy, or invading other players. Note that the tech tree for each race will have its own unique layout, with further differences to accommodate specialist faction-specific technologies, and it will be important to examine each tree independently when planning your path to technological supremacy. Now we'll take a look at how the research trees are organised, throwing a spotlight on the Advent Reborn and the layout of their technological options. Plotting the correct trajectory through these technologies in your race to unlock the powers and abilities you need in relation to the changing game circumstances can often make the difference between victory and defeat. The Harmony research field for the Advent is split into Evangelism, Reclamation and Material. The Evangelism tree contains techs for the generation and improvement of influence and culture, whether directly or by granting access to orbital structures or planetary items, such as the culture-producing Temple of Communion. This branch also includes new effects for a colony with dominant culture too, such as the Crystallized Communion branch, which increases crystal production on affected worlds. Evangelism also contains the important unity generating and boosting techs, to unleash the Advent's most terrifying sci-tech powers upon their enemies. Reclamation unlocks the various terraforming technologies required to colonize and maximize the efficiency of the various worlds you'll find out there in the sector. You'll also find some powerful planetary items here too, such as the Neuro Augment unlock for more rapid regeneration of focus points, allowing more frequent access to your most powerful Unity abilities, or the Tranquil Refuge, which fortifies the spirits of the defenders of a colony, enabling them to withstand bombardment for much longer. The Material branch is the home of all things related to resource acquisition and efficiency, including the vital orbital extraction tech, exotic refinery unlock, and some powerful economy-boosting planet items. These include the Laminate Forge unlock and Psi-Credit Mint unlock, allowing the Advent to further specialise the production of select planets by transmuting crystal into metals or credits respectively. Turning to the Hostility research field next, we see it split into Ascension, Energy, and Substance. Ascension contains military command techs for increasing supply levels, allowing you to field larger and more advanced fleets, and techs to boost ship and crew experience. Advancements in warship chassis design are also found here, unlocking more powerful ships for the Advent to field in their wars across the galaxy, culminating in an unlock tech for the Advent Reborn's devastating Eradica Titan. Ascension also houses one of the Advent's most dangerous technological branches. Here, Psi-Power can be unlocked and generated to enhance the performance of your ships in combat, and highly effective Psi-Tech capital ship items to further unlock the potential of your most powerful warships. The Energy tree contains technologies for the Advent's incredibly advanced laser, plasma, antimatter and shielding technologies. The Advent make great use of shielding to protect their fleets, and the Energy tree houses all related technology for boosting their maximum strength, regeneration rates, and more. Antimatter generation can be boosted, and the Advent's famed laser and plasma weapons get their technological progression stages here too, with several associated ship items, such as the Energy Accelerator for increasing the range and damage of a capital ship's energy weapons. This tree contains the Temple of Renewal unlock, allowing access to the Advent's antimatter boosting orbital structure, with the potential to upgrade it to regenerate the shields of nearby ships too. Finally, Substance deals with physical weapons systems. The Advent have access to some modest medium hull point and regeneration rate technologies. Planetary defences get boosted here too. The Advent are not averse to missile technology, and the Substance tree holds techs for their advancement. There are 3 defensive orbital structures located here. The hangar defense is available right from the start of the game, while the Transcendia starbase takes a while longer to access at Tier 2. At Tier 4, access is granted to build the phase jump inhibitor, a powerful technology for blocking the escape of enemy fleets from your gravity well, forcing them to fight for survival. To illustrate some early game choices and the thought process driving them, let's take a look at a fast-paced, close-in knife fight style map. In this deadly head-to-head scenario played out on the small map Power Struggle, it is likely that a rapid breakout of hostilities between the 2 contenders will dramatically stunt tardy efforts at economic growth. While you shouldn't neglect hostility research, let's focus first on economy. Immediately research thriving desert cities and grab its Tier 2 upgrade booming desert cities as soon as you can, for a huge boost to your homeworld's income and civilian orbital slots. If you're lucky enough to have survey access to Endurium, grab Divination to reduce the cost of survey attempts and mine what you can. Endurium is used to construct the Sanctuary Spire, which provides a huge bonus to commerce credit production wherever it is built, and synergizes nicely with your booming desert cities upgrade for your homeworld. Early hostility research will depend on which faction you're fighting, but a good general approach could be to rush the Unity branch at least as far as Unity Ascendant, in combination with early culture generating techs in the Harmony research, to unlock the Conversion Unity ability. The Advent don't have the strongest bombardment capabilities, but with Conversion, their ability to assault enemy worlds within their cultural borders can be devastatingly effective. Ships must be protected early, and secondary shield generators is a must-have tech for unlocking the powerful shield burst restore ability. The staff of your capital ships will thank you for this gift. If you opt to field many missile launching ships in your fleets, Anima Redirection prevents overkill by allowing launched swarm missiles to target a new enemy vessel if their original target is destroyed. On a larger, 6-player free-for-all style map, we must plan a technological progression knowing the game is unlikely to end early, and must take into account the myriad endgame strategies that come into play as the most powerful technological advancements filter down onto the battlefield. There are many options here, and with a dynamic environment as our playing field, it's wise to pick a general strategy and adapt it as the circumstances change. Our broad plan is to build our Eradica Titan as soon as possible, while defending ourselves from being conquered early by aggressive neighbours. The technological and economic development required to successfully field and properly support a Titan gives a natural shape to our research plan, while allowing plenty of wiggle room in case the game takes an unexpected turn. Other players who do successfully spend their resources conquering neighbours will be unlikely to match a well-upgraded Titan, allowing us to effectively challenge them for their newly conquered planets. It also ensures we remain competitive with other factions who may be playing the same strategy as we are. In the early game, building a mixed fleet of Tempests, Disciples and Iconius Guardians up to around 500 fleet supply will fend off most serious early game ending threats, bolstering this fleet with shield and weapon boosting technology when time permits. Grab the Unity technologies early, we'll need enough Unity points for Sanctify if the enemy do hit us with an unexpected invasion. In larger free-for-all games, you'll likely need to defend your most productive worlds and strategic choke points with the Transcendia starbase, a useful line which also unlocks many powerful starbase items such as the planetary shield array. The Transcendia can soak up a lot of damage, but a proper defense line must also include other defenses such as turrets and fleets acting as guards. Once we're safe, we can work on building sanctuary spires on primordial, desert and ice planets to maximise their economic output, while working to spread culture and aiming for total assimilation. Simultaneously, work towards pristine visualization technology to ensure a steady flow of the crystal we'll need to build all the best endgame weapons for our Titan and capital ships. When there's a lull in the action, continue to work towards the late game economic technologies, always working to maximise resource production. We mustn't neglect exotic resources, and the plasma furnace will significantly boost production for our exotic refinery orbital structures. Once the Titan is on the field, the endgame is underway, and this powerful playing piece can be used to bully smaller players into ceasefire agreements, handing over much needed resources or colonies they cannot easily protect. And, when the time is right, send your mighty fleets to victory, safe in the knowledge that your sound technological development plan has put you far ahead of your rivals.